Rome. There ain't no rest for the wicked where you think you got all this swag. But don't trip, chocolate chip, it's just a don't tread on me flag. Cause Uncle Sam starts wars like Star Wars. The Empire strikes with tax. We went woke and went broke too damn fast. And illegal immigration's just a war strategy. And you know that it's strategic when you're fighting me. And I don't gotta tell ya, they get over again. Just keep your mouth shut, they're listening. You know, ladies and gentlemen, this is Alex Jones. I just want to give an insane, huge kudos. An insane. Whoa. Sometimes you gotta roll the punches there. An insane, warm welcome and a huge thank you. I'm so grateful for Ross of Nazareth for letting me use his very average, humble, salt of the earth, everyday kind of man studio today. If you are listening to this, it is October 21st, 2025. This is an emergency broadcast transmission. And if you are receiving this transmission, you are the comedic resistance. And Ross of Nazareth is literally the cornerstone of the newer comedians coming up right now, like a phoenix rising from the ashes of these older comedians that they lost their way, folks. Along the way, they somehow lost themselves in this information war. Okay, first, I just want to mention this because we got a lot of bombshells. And by the way, what a bombshell last podcast. Ross of Nazareth, I listen to his podcast. I like his music. I really do. On Spotify, YouTube, you name it. But last podcast, you know, as literally sirens were going off in Ross of Nazareth podcast, episode 70. Literally black helicopters were literally overhead, and he proceeds to ask you 10 out of 10 audience members, and of course I follow this podcast pretty closely, 10 out of 10 audience members, what is your choice to be? While there's sirens going off, while there's black helicopters, what is your choice to be? And Ross of Nazareth, he chose freedom, folks. He chose freedom. And ladies and gentlemen, the first thing I noticed when I walked into his very average, humble, salt of the earth abode, a very humble abode, I noticed, first thing I noticed was boots. It was boots on the ground. Team, get ready for this. Literally, first thing I saw was a boot on the ground. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, first time in podcasting history, we are breaking world records here. This is a bomb. This is Ross of Nazareth's boot that was literally on the ground. Are you getting this, folks? You guys getting this? Dirty, filthy, muddy, dusty. Quite frankly, disgusting. Literally disgusting. I smelled it. It smelled like Hillary Clinton, to be honest with you. As soon as I got off the elevator, I said, these boots, you gotta hang these outside, dude. First thing I said to him, I go, what's going on, dude, with your boots? I mean, this is an everyday kind of, this is how boots should look, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. And I'm not gay. But if I was a woman, in today's day and age, all you give me high heels and a damn sundress, I'm halfway there. But I'm not, if I was a woman, I would be all over. Bro, I mean, his sheer work ethic alone, I'd be all over him like white on rice. But we're gonna break world record. We're not only we're gonna give you that today on the anti George Carlin podcast / Infowar broadcast transmission. We are breaking world records again. Because all this man owns his boots. Good brands, too. Good brands. Look at it. Look at this is how a boot's supposed to look, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not gay. You know, I have sex with my wife. But if I was a woman, I'm telling you, I would be so attracted to Ross of Nazareth. You know, so anyways, I'm just trying to make the point that this man is a force. He's literally a force. And he will be at the Inkwell in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And tickets are only $25, folks. Can you believe this stuff? There's no drink minimum. You know, in today's day and age, you got a $75 ticket, right? You bring your old lady. You're up to $150. Now you have a 2-drink minimum. Whoa, wait. Now you have 4 drinks you need to buy between you and your old lady. Next thing you know, you're spending $500 on a night out of comedy, and you won't get that with Ross of Nazareth. You will not get that. Ross of Nazareth is a normal, solid-of-the-earth dude. He's not a thief. He's not stealing. When's the last time he asked? He literally doesn't ask for anything from anybody. Literally. He's never asked for one thing, not even a like, a subscribe, nothing. He don't ask for nothing. You know? Jesus. You know, if I was you, I try to fund, you know, you really do fund his operation. You know, and I rely on you beautiful people to fund my operation just as much. But, you know, I just want to give a kudos one more time because Ross of Nazareth, he has some predictions, folks. If you go back and look at some of Ross of Nazareth, he's 90%, correct? Last podcast, 95%, correct? You know, in this emergency broadcast transmission today, I'm here to drop the news. You know, if you are me, right, as Jesus teaches, if you are me and I am you, then who are they getting off with all this perceived power? Where do they think this power's? Why do they feel so powerful, some authority to start wars? All across the world, there's wars. Half the damn world's in turmoil right now, folks. Thanks to Obama, Hillary Clinton, sulfur. It's like, where do they get off with this deranged? These elites and globalists are deranged. Literally, this teenage entitlement. Where does it come from? Well, the simple answer is, we gave it to them. You are more powerful, more strong than you could possibly imagine. And what's the answer? The answer to 1984 is 1776. The answer to 2025 is 1969. And most people think that I'm sitting up here talking about 1776 will commence again, America's, kicking ass and taking names. And of course I bleed red, white, and blue, but the answer to 1984 is 1776. I love math, people. I love Sudoku. I love calculus. I'm literally talking numbers. I'm literally giving you the answers. And the 1776 is the answer. 2020, the answer to 2025 is 1969. The limit does not exist, folks. The limit does not exist. People think I'm Bill Hicks all the time. They think I'm Bill. I'll be out to dinner with my family, and they come up to me while I'm eating dinner with my family. They go, "You're not Alex Jones. You're really Bill Hicks." And I go, "Get out of here. I ain't Bill Hicks." But I'm gonna drop a bombshell. I am Bill Hicks. He caught me red-handed. I guess I really am Bill Hicks, and I just love Hillary Clinton. And she don't smell like, she smells like roses. That's what she smells like. The world is gone insane, people. Here's the deal, guys. I came on this podcast for one reason: to drop the bombshell. Enough's enough with this political division. Number one, the us versus them mentality. We gotta drop that. Okay, that's a low frequency, a very low frequency. What if the consciousness is the individualistic focal points of God itself. Maybe God is connected to you and is connected to me and is tethered to every consciousness across this globe. You know, if you have one AI supercomputer, microchip, like Willow, say, look up Willow, that'll blow your noggin right off your top of your head there, like an old steam engine. And what I'm saying is this, people. "1776 will commence again, and the spirit will live on." But I'm talking calculus. I'm literally talking numbers. My voice is literally auto-tuned. Okay. So, anyways, Ross of Nazareth, what a force of a man, literally. And if I was Ross of Nazareth, dressed not really resembling Alex Jones one bit, but sounding almost identical to Alex Jones. And let's just say this Friday, October 24th at Inkwell in Allentown, Pennsylvania, I am going to support Ross of Nazareth for this Halloween comedy event. $25 a ticket. I mean, come on, folks. This is a no-brainer. And it's how it funds the operation. Ross of Nazareth is last of kin, folks. He has no one. He has nothing. He has squat. We got to support this guy. We got to, hats off to Ross of Nazareth for keeping the fight going this long. I mean, for Christ's sake, give the dog a bone. Because these other comedians, these old comedians, you know, they lost their way in this information war. And that dog will not hunt, folks. That dog will not hunt. So thank you for another beautiful edition of InfoWars merged, literally, with Ross of Nazareth's anti-George Carlin podcast. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.